conducting, well, specifically our department will be conducting a workshop for history textbook authors, mainly those under Anvil Publishing. This project is with the Korean embassy. So para magkaroon ng Korea content, yung history textbooks na inaaral ng mga Pilipino sa ano rin siya it's a good thing to explore kasi mga kabataan sa atin hindi naman nila alam na malaki rin ang role ng Pilipinas sa history ng Korea. I mean, they're not very much aware of, of PEF talk, of our contribution to Korean democracy, etc. So, magandang i-explore that, and hopefully we'll be able to address that in the workshop that we will do for them in August. Now, for research po, publication of journal articles through co-authorship. Alam niyo naman, pressure lagi tayo sa academe na mag-publish at gumawa ng research. So, win-win ito sa atin kapag like, for example, in our case, we can probably do something on Hallyu or Korean language. It will be a win-win for us. We contribute to our university's research initiatives, and at the same time, it's going to be counted as individual outputs. Also, to introduce Filipino scholarship, in Korean studies journals. In Korean journals. Research-oriented workshops. The initiative of PKSS, in fact, is very instrumental. Ang ganda kasi I think in the next 2 weeks magkakaroon ng research workshop. So hopefully, we can continue doing this to inspire more research and scholarship on Korea by Filipinos. And tap returning Filipino scholars and encourage them to be involved. And lastly, this one po, we also want to invite you to, let me introduce this first. Portal for Korean Studies Resources in the Philippines. We launched this last year in cooperation with the Korean Cultural Center. Would you be able to show the site? Wait lang, dyan muna. Ito po yung Rizal Library ng Ateneo. Kung pumunta kayo sa research, may makikita kayong Korean Studies portal. Pag pinindot niyo po yun, mapupunta po kayo dun sa kabila sa tabo. Ayun. Yan. So, what is this? This is a working site. Pina-edit ko na po ito, pero hindi pa pala na-edit. Sorry. Pakitaas. So, it's called Portal of Korean Studies Resources in the Philippines. It functions like a union catalog. So last year, we launched this with different libraries, with libraries of different universities in the Philippines. For example, UP Asian Center, LaSalle, National University, UE, University of Rizal, etc., etc. So kung yung estudyante pupunta dyan, maghahanap siya ng libro, let's say, on Korean language 1. Okay? Maghahanap siya dyan, tapos may kita niya kung saan niya ma-access. Saan ba mas malapit sa kanya? Yung library sa UP ba o sa FEU? So, pwede niya doon hiramin. And meron kaming inter-library loan. So, lahat ng participating libraries dito, yung mga members nun, merong incentive. Number 1, we will conduct free Korean language classes for them. It's KCC teacher, the KCC teachers will conduct, and then Ateneo will provide a classroom. Tapos pangalawa, yun nga po yung interlibrary loan. So, may mekanismo para mas madali silang makahiram ng mga books on Korea. Tapos po, sa itaas, dun po, database of Filipino scholars with Korean studies research. Pag pinindot mo yan, wala pa yun ngayon. Kasi ipepresent po yan ni Mr. Ron Laranjo, ang president po ng PICO Alumni Association. PICO Alumni Association. PICO, Pinoy Scholar sa Korea. Former president po namin siya sa PICO. Nung nasa Korea, ngayon nakabalik siya sa Pilipinas. Siya na ang president ng Alumni Association. Sa Pilipinas naman. So what we hope to put here is yung list po ba ng mga Filipino scholars na may research related to Korea, tapos paano ma-access yon at paano sila makakontakt. So, inano naman namin sila, we ask for their permission. So, kung sino lang yung may gusto, yun lang yung ilalagay namin dito. Kasi ang nangyari po, marami na kami nakabalik dito sa Pilipinas, pero hindi namin actually alam kung ano-ano ba yung mga pinagagawa namin, kung ano ba yung mga research. Sayang naman, baka pwedeng mag-collaborate. So, that's what we hope to put here. Tapos, meron pa pong isang section dyan supposedly, kaso hindi pa na ilalagay. Parang index siya ng mga news articles and journal articles related to Korea. It's supposedly a subscription type of portal, but I'm trying to convince the director of the Rizal Library to just waive the to make it non-subscription, to make it free, so that the public can access it. So, ayun po, so July 15, ang aming MOU signing ceremony with the libraries who wish to participate, but all of you po are free to come, and I hope po PKRC will be able to attend this on July 15. It will be held in KCC, and we're very thankful to Ms. G. De La Cruz, the Library of the Korean Cultural Center, for supporting this and for helping us pursue this project. So lastly po, how can we strengthen the collaboration? Perhaps we can transform it into a consortium. Kasi ang idea naman dito, para ma-avoid natin yung replication, kasi mamaya, pare-parehas lang pala tayo na ginagawa, tapos pare-parehas na tao. So, sayang lang. Might as well mag-collaborate na lang tayo. In that way, we optimize our resources, make our results effective, and mas lasting and solid ang impact. So, ito po yung aming proposal, Academic Consortium of Korean Studies in the Philippines. You know, we had COSAP before, Korean Studies Association in the Philippines. I was a student when that was built, and that was more than 10 years ago. So inactive na po siya. So this consortium that we are trying to propose, in fact, we proposed this to Korea Foundation and AKS. It's not a physical consortium na kailangan mag-base siya sa UP or sa Ateneo or sa Lasal. Hindi ganon. I mean, let's take advantage of technology, meron tayong into cyberspace. So, ang consortium na to, instead of linking this up with institutions, it's basically just a network of people who have passion and expertise in Korean studies. Let's come together. Kasi I've just come back from the Korean Studies Association of Australasia workshop. So, nakita ko po yung association nila. It's parang, for me, it's a good model. Hindi sila masyadong maano sa bureaucracy, mga ganyan. Kasi it's a loose organization of scholars, and they communicate through online bulletin, listserv. Tapos syempre may mga officers lang dyan na ina-elect, etc. So, we hope to discuss this further with PKRC and also other institutions who might be interested. And hopefully, once we have this consortium, we can have like a biennial or annual Korean Studies Conference. Ito, pinabenchmark ko nga lang yun dun sa Australasia kasi meron silang ganyan. So, yung annual conference nila, yun yung for all the scholars. But they have like a separate conference for students. Para ma-inspire din sila to do research on Korea. Tapos yung annual strategic meeting, yan yung admin side, like how we set goals, we map our direction, and of course, we also assess our accomplishments. And so siguro ang main requirement lang nito, yung consortium would be yung listserv, yung online bulletin, but of course, it will also be a question of who's gonna manage it, etc. But I think it would be really nice to have this form of consortium. Perhaps we can discuss this further, in a separate space. So to conclude, Korean Studies in the Philippines, I think this collaboration, if we're able to really solidify this, it will play an instrumental role, in contributing to elevating the Korean Studies in the Philippines. I mean, as you all know, we're far behind compared to the Korean Studies programs of our neighbors, Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia. They have centers na 1990s or even way back, and we're only starting now. But even though we're a late bloomer, I think we can set the trend. So that's our advantage. What is our niche? We have the potential to collaborate. To optimize our resources. We also have very solid links with Korea, not just universities, but here, the Korean Embassy, the Korean Cultural Center, they're very supportive naman. And hopefully, through this, we'll be able to also become a hub for Korean studies in Southeast Asia. I know it's gonna entail loads of work, it's gonna be difficult, but we'll get there, and I hope that we get there together. So, thank you so much.